I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I hired a coach. I said in the video about the 5-day challenge thing that this woman doesn't know that I'm not going to buy anything from her. But as it was meant to do, by the end of the challenge, I was like, I kind of need something. But I wasn't willing to pay for it because I'd already made an investment. I just couldn't. But the more I tried to keep going, I found myself just kind of like not knowing where to go. I had built momentum, but there were too many questions. I had initially thought I would ask my mom for the money and like create this whole pitch, because this coach says that if you don't make $6,000, if you make $10,000 in a month within 6 months, she'll keep working with you until you do. So I felt like I can just make a pitch to my mom to borrow the money and then guaranteed pay it back, because it's guaranteed. But I didn't do that because, to be honest, I had told my friend I got tarot cards. I may have even said this, I don't remember. And she was like, okay, well, let's do this. Let's do a reading on this opportunity. I don't know how to use tarot cards. It just is like nonsense to me. But she had me pull a few cards, and it was basically saying be cautious. And I was like, you know what? I really hadn't questioned this. And because of that, I decided to just like fall back and chill. Now, the other thing that the coach had told me, and I don't know if she told everybody else this, but she told me that, well, when we ended the call, I was like, do you want referrals? Because she initially had said that she, in exchange, wanted a review and referrals and the opportunity to share the next step. And she was like, yeah. So I asked, like, how do you want to do that? And then she told me, well, if you get 3 people to sign up, then you can do the program for free. I was like, okay, bet. Because I was going to refer my friends anyway. I felt like it's really something we needed. And if more than anything, I felt like we needed to recognize that we don't know enough so that we could have the opportunity to be successful. Because as long as you think that you are just not successful because you're not working hard enough, or you haven't prioritized well enough, like you're never going to be successful until you realize, oh, it's because I don't really know how to do what I'm trying to do. You're going to be stuck. So I just at least wanted my friends who did QCA with me to have that awareness. But 2 people signed up, and maybe a couple days before the thing started, she reached out to me and she said that I'll give you a discount because 2 people signed up. And I guess they wanted to go ahead and start, and she wanted more people. So I'm paying a very, very reasonable amount, like probably 25% of the total cost, which, to be honest, is all I can afford to pay. I have a little bit of money, so me paying this, and it's like monthly, it's just going to be like a non-issue whatsoever. So I'm really grateful that I was able to take advantage of this opportunity, and that I did it in a way that supported my financial situation and goals. I do feel, this is week 2, I do feel like I'm going to get somewhere, because I've already been stretched. The first week we had a challenge and we had to post different things for 7 days, I think. And she told us what to post, but you had to like make it your own. But even in doing that, I felt like I was able to like further conceptualize what I want to do as a coach and who I am as a coach, and just sort of like get a handle on my concept. And then I got to start telling people what I'm doing so they can start to identify me with that. This week, week 2, I chose to go live on my own. We actually had no tasks this week, which was weird. I didn't meet with her this week. And that was one of the reasons we didn't have tasks, since I signed up so late. She couldn't have us do the next thing before we met, and we didn't meet till Thursday. So anyway, I went live on my own, and someone messaged me after and was like, are you still a stay-at-home mom? Are you gonna stay home until your kids go to school? And I was like, well, I'm a life coach. I thought that was kind of like obvious with all the stuff I've been posting. But what that taught me is it really does take a lot of messaging, a lot of exposure for people to understand your message and get the message. So that was just kind of proof, like I don't need to worry about spamming people because it's gonna take them a while to catch on and know that it's not just like some flash in the pan thing I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, I hired someone. I'm in a program. In the program, there is a makeup artist, an events planner, and then 3 other mom coaches. I'm the 4th one. And I'm like, is this a dime a dozen? Is this generic? Because I didn't really think that being like focusing on moms was as generic as it feels. But the good part is it's helped me to identify how I need to be different. I can't just be like a vague mom coach. I need to do something that's different. So I think what's different about what I'm offering is I'm not just gonna help you feel empowered and better about yourself and whatever. I actually want to pull you out of the trenches of your house being a total wreck. You having no control over your schedule, your time, your kids are out of control, you feel out of control, you don't show up like you want to be, and helping you learn the systems to change that. Whereas other people might just be doing more of like mindset work. I'm doing more practical work. And I think that we need both of them. But it was useful for me to see those other women so that I can see what I want to do. I also, as I was doing the post, I was able to like tailor or like hone in on some of the language I want to use based on what was coming to me. So I really wanted to convey the sense of rescue. And I found myself using words like, if you're the lifeblood of your family and you need a lifeline, I'm the person. Because I really see myself as standing on the edge of the pool, throwing you a rescue tube and pulling you to safety. Like that's the imagery I want to provide as a life coach. What are we doing? What's the matter? It's probably my cue to just go ahead and wrap this up. I want to share more about the use of ChatGPT because we were encouraged to use ChatGPT doing our posts. She gave us sort of like the outline and she said you can I make my video? No. You can't be quiet? Were you watching Bluey? No. She gave us the framework for the post and then said you can put this into ChatGPT with some details about your business and then get a post. So at this point, I've used ChatGPT enough to know that it's going to give you something impressive, but it's not, you can probably do better. Like, thank you. Like you probably, or me anyway, I'm a good writer, but you can probably come up with something better than ChatGPT will. ChatGPT is going to make it feel a little, well, it's going to feel like AI. It's not going to feel personal or like not have heart in it. The same as if you follow someone else's template and just post what they want you to post. I think it's better if like, what I did was I used the topics that, like the elements she said to include, but I did it in the way that felt normal to me. So anyway, I do want to talk more about ChatGPT and how I've used it because it has helped me a lot, but I find that it's more of like a second or third support. Is really important to get your own thoughts out first. I'm gonna go ahead and go because my memory card's almost out of memory. It's a good time to stop anyway. See you soon.